Hi, welcome to Crochet with me, and don't bite my head off, please, because this is more than I thought it was going to be, because I found out that words in crochet language are completely different in any language and even in English. I am a self-taught crocheter and I had to look up all the Dutch words to see if I would use them correctly, and then I translated them, and I was lucky I found a website, a Dutch website, Wolplein, where they explained all the different words that are used in English in the UK and in English in the US. So my flowers are really easy, but the terminology isn't. So I procrastinated big time, and I will flip the camera around and show you all the flowers that I crocheted so far, because I made them teeny tiny and a little bit bigger. Oh, can you see them? They are tiny and bigger. I will show you the bigger ones because that's much easier. I don't have to zoom in that much. And when I was in my garden, I found these forget-me-nots. Oh, they're so beautiful, and I thought how appropriate, because they are the colors of Ukraine. They're going on my Ukraine page, and I have the page here. I will be working on that bunny, and I thought, wow, these colors are so beautiful, the real deal. But I don't have that in any crochet thread, so I will try to work with my DMC threads. It has to be possible, but I will show you the easy ones with the big cotton threads. If you are well known with crocheting, you'll probably see me doing this and say, oh, easy peasy, I can do that, no big deal, because it's just 2 rounds really. But if you're new at crochet and I tell you the things wrong, then I'm sorry. Oh. Perhaps if you're new at crochet, there are better channels, far better channels than me, but maybe you are just like me and you say, well, I want to learn myself, and you know a thing about crochet, and really crochet is all about winging it. It's not that difficult, and you can wing it while you're going. I mean, it's really forgiving. But I will flip the camera around and show you what I'm doing. So now you just see my hands, and down in the description box I will give you the description of the flower. Right here it is in Dutch, so for the Dutch people, feel free to pause the video and just make a photo. And here I have all the translations, but for my convenience and to keep it easy, I will give the pattern, because it's just 2 rounds, remember, in US English, because that is easiest for me, because all the double and half treble I get lost. But yeah, you can find it out yourself, I think. I got a couple of questions asking me, Maud, what kind of hook size do you use? Well, that depends on the cotton or the wool that you use. On the cotton, it will probably say the hook size. And I know, because I've looked it up, that hook sizes can vary from country to country. So that being said, just look up what you need, or if you are more experienced, try it out. If you've got all different kinds of hook sizes, then it's easy to try it out. If your hook is too small, you won't be able to get the thread through. If your hook is too big, the loops will go really wide and you don't get a condensed flower. But I have this color, and I just, because this is the real forget-me-not from my garden, and I thought, wow, this is so beautiful, so much more than all these, although these aren't half bad. These are okay, I think. I will use all kinds of sizes, but I'm hesitant to use this really big one. And I'm not going to use the one I showed you before because that was just a trial. But I can use these on another page for sure. But I will use these and probably also the ones that I do with DMC thread, floss. But let me show you, let me do a, you guys, I'm nervous to do this because crocheting comes easily to me, but to do this on camera is something different. Also because I have to get this in front of me, so I am using the correct words, because otherwise you will be even more confused than I am. So to start with, I start with a slip knot, and you just make a loop and then be sure to get the tail side through the loop. Because now I can make this loop smaller and bigger again. And I am, perhaps it's a little bit difficult to see because you have to hold the knot to be able to slip the loop. So do it again. You make a loop and then make sure that you use the tail side to go through the loop. And if you're not sure if you're doing it right, just pull the tail and you'll see if you are doing it right. Now, on this loop, I'm going to do single crochets. So US single crochets. The first one might be a little bit difficult. You just need to get used to working with this, and now you do 8 more. And now comes the magic, because now I can pull on the tail and close the first round. And I want to close the first round completely, and therefore I'm going to do a slip stitch, putting it through the first stitch and then pulling it through completely to the other side. And if I pull on the tail, it closes completely. That might come a little bit loose while you're working on the petals, but you can always close it again. And now it's time for the other color. You simply attach this new color by pulling the thread through and closing this again by pulling on it. And now I'm going to do 2 chain stitches. 1, 2. And then I'm going to do 2 double crochet stitches in the first stitch that I see. So they're both going into this same stitch. Now 2 more chain stitches. And then I'm going into this same hole that I was working in and do a slip stitch. And now I've got my first petal. I'm repeating this 5 times, 4 or 5 times. Sometimes I skip a stitch and I get 5 petals, and sometimes I get 6 petals. The real forget-me-nots have 6 petals, like you see here. Oh, and this one has 5. Oh, wow, look at it. This one has 6. Can you see that? And this one has 5 again, and this one has 5. So 6 is an oddity. Oh, it has 5. I was counting 1. So whatever you like, 5 or 6, and they will look fine. So I'll do it again. 2 chain stitches, then 2 double crochet in the same next hole, then 2 chain stitches again, and this time I'm going to the next hole. But you see, you get a little bit of a gap, but that will be okay once you do the next petal. So 2 chain stitches, 2 double crochets in the next hole, so all these 2 go into 1. Two chain stitches again, and this time I will connect it into this hole again because I want 5. So I'm going to do 2 more, and then I'll show you the end result. Or maybe I will just put some music on and let you see what I'm doing. I could do that because I became a member of Epidemic Sound, and now I can put music to my videos. So I feel quite accomplished having done that. Oops. And those of you who are well known with crochet, you'll probably wondering why I am holding my hook like this instead of like this, because I learned someday that you could also hold the crochet hook like a pen. Yeah, I can do that, but I find it more easy to do it like this. So now pull on all the tails. And you've got yourself your crocheted flower. So you can make a bunch of these and use them in all kinds of projects. I think they also would look nice on a junk journal or on a page of a junk journal. And I love to keep the tails as long as I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, because I use the tails to sew them on my project. And sometimes I like to leave the tails hanging down, because I think also on my little bunny it will be quite nice to have some tails hanging down. But that's just a personal choice. I hope this was useful to you. And size of crochet hook just depends on the yarn you're using, and also on how tight or how loose your crocheting is. And let me know down in the comments if this was helpful. But yeah, I hope you have fun trying this, and I hope this will be helpful. I will put both Dutch, English UK and English US of the stitches that I used. So for now, bye bye. Enjoy the lovely weather, hopefully in your country. In my country it is beautiful weather, and I'm going to go into the garden again. Bye bye for now. See you next time.